All right, we're live, 9:30 p.m. Eastern Standard
Florida.
Time. Thank you, everybody, for zooming in in Zoomiverse. I love you too, Andreas. Thank you. Thank you for joining us tonight. We're in Jacksonville, Florida. Put in the chat where you're zooming in from so people can see how far and the reach that 3 has had in only, what, 7 months?
Yeah.
So we're super excited. This is from our personal home, what we call mission control, right?
Yeah,
when we started this profession 8 years ago. So we'll give everybody another 10 seconds.
California, let's come by.
Wyoming, Jacksonville, Pittsburgh, Wyoming again, California,
Dustin in the house.
Philippines.
Nice.
GT, awesome. What's up, brother? South Carolina, Vegas.
We got married in Vegas, by the way.
Unplanned. Little Whitechapel.
And I heard that they actually tore it down.
No way, really?
Yes.
St. Louis, Arizona.
I was actually
Houston, Texas. Another Houston.
Well,
all right. So then we got
welcome. Thank you so much for joining. For those of you who are just logging on as the numbers keep climbing, my name is Francoise Untermeyer, and this is my amazing husband, Ricky. We've been married now 18 years, and it's been crazy. We actually got married in Vegas. We were just saying a minute ago, unplanned, and we met on MySpace. So if that dates us at all, so our life has been always crazy, and we kind of found this space in the same exact way. It was just unplanned, but it's been the biggest gift of our life. So we're excited that you're on here tonight, because this was the very opportunity that's changed not just our family, but our children's legacy. And it's just very powerful. So I'm excited for you guys to see what we have to share today. I would like to start off with a quick video.
Absolutely. We're going to show you why 3 is growing tremendously and have done over 90 million globally, but also you're in the right place at the right time. This is the #1 team in the United States of America. Because we have the right character, we have the right integrity on this team. We absolutely love people and we love serving, and we're going to show you why, when you put that together, why you can form momentum, what you're seeing and what we are seeing on this team now with the right leadership. All right.
All of us are looking for a life of meaning and significance. A life that makes a difference in the world. A life that truly matters. We believe this is found through the right people, platform, and purpose. We call this movement 3. It starts with giving people greater health through the power of our proactive wellness products. 3's innovative formulas deliver demonstrable results by maximizing bioavailability and cellular absorption, ensuring people everywhere can enjoy the nutrition they need to operate at their best. Building on our foundation of people-focused products, we provide a platform for unparalleled entrepreneurship and personal growth. 3 is there beside you every step of your journey towards building a business and a better life. Finally, we know that a sense of real purpose, the kind that moves hearts, minds, and mountains, comes through serving and elevating others. This philosophy is reflected in our caring community, which bring hope and life-saving help to people around the world. It's time to redefine what's possible and activate your full potential. It's time to live a life of purpose. It's time for 3.
Awesome. That video really says it all, right? It's about 3. And, I think 3 stands on, 3 pillars: people, purpose and platform. And that's something Ricky and I have been very attracted to. We are so blessed and honored to be 6-star directors of this company. We are, like Ricky said, we have the fastest moving team in the organization, or in 3 in general. And it's because of the people that we've attracted. And, I always talk about attracting the right people into what we're doing here today. And, if you're here today, someone thought enough of you to invite you, they love you, they care about you. They might have been a little uncomfortable. I remember when I first started the industry 7 years ago, it was very uncomfortable for me calling people because I was always so scared of people thinking that I was trying to sell them, but really sharing is caring. And, through this type of platform, I've been able to really just change our family's life. By trade, I'm a director of nursing, and I specialize in Alzheimer's and dementia. I was a director of 4 departments. My largest department was over 1,000 people. It was super stressful. And then I had these 2 beautiful children. This is my family. This is my why. And, things just changed for me. That big corporate America job wasn't really what I wanted anymore. And so I remember coming to my husband and just saying, I really feel the pull, just to be home. And it was tough because I made good money. And my husband loved me, and we both came from families where we never saw our mom. And so we took the jump. And, this is 7 years ago, right? And just a few weeks or months later, really, it was probably like 3 months, the economy crashed. My husband had a very successful construction company, doing millions a year. And all of a sudden we had no work, and we pretty much lost everything. And so for 7 years, we were able to rebuild, but we've learned a lot. We've learned a lot of lessons throughout those 7 years. We learned, 1, to be better stewards of money. 2, health was really important to us because, my son had some special needs that we had to address. I was very sick. And, through that journey, we learned a lot. And I think those struggles, those trials, those tribulations we went through for those 7 years really just opened our minds to being more open to new opportunities. And so I had a girlfriend of mine that introduced me to network marketing, and I never said, hey, I'm going to grow up to be a network marketer. If you don't know, this is a multi-level marketing company that we're sharing with you today. But, I think I was just open, and I was at that 12 o'clock midnight. So I'm not sure who's on here and where you are, but I was at 12 o'clock midnight when I said yes to this opportunity. And like I said, I definitely stepped out of my comfort zone. And it's been that decision that's changed our life. My husband, within the first year, he was retired. We do this together, which is kind of funny because when I first brought it home to him, I was like, I'm going to do network marketing. He's like, great, go do that with your girlfriends. You guys have fun. You'll be great at it. And he actually tried network marketing in his early 20s, and he signed up and never heard from the guy again. And he always jokes, he's like, I bought, what was it, $1,200 of juice or something, and never, yeah. And he's like, I drank all the juice, I never heard from the guy. So, everybody might have, people that are on here tonight might have tried a company or know somebody who has. But I would just say, open your heart, because you just never know what God's going to bring you. And with the right team, with the right company, with the right timing, this could be a totally different situation that maybe you experienced in the past, or something that maybe your friend have you seen them experience in the past.
So yeah, humble beginnings. This is my home, and when I was 19 years old, I actually moved into this house at 18. I quit school in 11th grade, not too smart. I only had 1 year left. It was the end of 11th grade. So this was my first home that I moved into at 18. I thought I knew better. Most teenagers think they know more than their parents. Well, life became real when you're living on your own and you have to go out and provide. But my life forever changed at 19 when my first millionaire mentor knocked on that door. And he said, Ricky, get up out of bed. I was laying around being lazy. And he said, I'm going to take you downtown and we're going to get your business license. You're going to paint some houses that I'm going to buy and flip. And, up to that point in my life, I didn't think I was going to amount to anything. Didn't think about business, and never paying a home. I was broke, high school dropout, all the apprehension, all the fears, the same kind of things that you have that go through your head when you're brought opportunity. But he said, look, Ricky, you can pick to work for your dreams and goals or someone else's, but you can be successful. And guess what? I was just strong enough minded to believe him that day. And I took the leap of faith. And ever since then, I believed I could. Just because one person told me I could be successful, changed the rest of the trajectory of my life, ended up owning that company for 20 years. But as I was approaching 40 at 38 years old, I started really evaluating how I wanted to live the rest of my life. And construction was not it. It was super stressful. My business ended up owning me. I didn't own it. I came home mentally shut off, but also I just really wanted more than what I was doing. And construction was super stressful, but I had to pivot. You know, a lot of times we want to change our life, but we won't make a change. I knew a change had to happen. My wife cared about me, loved me enough to stay persistent, just like someone that could have got you on this Zoom. She stayed persistent because she loved me. So whoever got you on this Zoom loves you. And that's what happened to me. Forever, my life changed again. My wife got me on the phone with another millionaire. 19, my life changed. Then at 38, it changed forever. And I jumped in this profession, fearful, doubt, all the things that I was going through in my head at 19. You see, 20 years progression, successful entrepreneur. I still had the fears. I still had the apprehension. But guess what? Part-time, a year later, I retired into this business. It's been the best business decision of my life. The people, the relationships, and also you couldn't do it without the first pillar, right? People. It's super powerful what you can do in this profession because it really is truly just serving people, but you also have to have a purpose and a platform. 3 has a very powerful platform that you're going to see. Daniel PQ, founder and CEO. He's built multi-million-dollar companies before 3. He also ran another network marketing company as a co-founder for 6 years, took that company to $100 million in revenue. So super successful. What I love about him is his background. He came from humble beginnings as well. He grew up in a boys' home, so he has perspective. What do I mean by that? He understands what it feels like to do without. And it shows not only in his work ethic, his vision, but more importantly, his heart. He has the biggest heart for people. There's never a time that he doesn't want to go the extra mile for someone or get on a plane and come help them or go and get on a phone call. I just never seen a founder and CEO in this profession like Daniel PQ. We're super blessed to have him.
Absolutely. Yeah. And so, 3, we have an advisory board that the company has put together. These are not paid doctors, but they are very, very highly respected in the world of medicine. The chairman of this board is Dr. Timothy Snyder. He's a dear friend of ours. He was the 9th person in the world to do LASIK surgery. He's a Mayo Clinic doctor, John Hopkins doctor. He has a degree in wellness. He just knows his stuff. And then we have a friend of ours, Dr. Green. He's also an ear, nose, and throat doctor, Dr. Catherine. She's also a Mayo. These 3 doctors are on our team. We're very proud. We also have over 750 doctors on our team. So many people are attracted to 3's product, and we're going to get into those as we speak. So this is Dr. Dan Gobler. He is the chief scientific advisor of the company. I just love him. He has so much passion. He's actually been in the lab since he's been like 12 years old. Like his grandfather was part of the group who created vitamin B1. So if that puts it puts so much perspective of like how much he just loves this space of science. And, he's been in the industry for about 15 years in the cellular absorption space. That's one thing 3 is known for, is the cellular absorption. He's formulated over 70 nutritional products. That's huge. Like there are people that haven't done like 5 and he's done 70, 16 that are patent or patent pending, granted or pending. Those are huge deals. And at the end of the day, he's Caltech trained. That is the most prestigious place to study science in the world. And he has a huge following. So if you like TikTok, if you like Instagram, he gets on there every day because he just oozes science and he just shares and he just gives you random things of like a walnut or a berry. And you're like, oh my gosh, I never knew that. So
science is in his epigenetics?
Yeah, you're getting ahead of things, right? Yes, it's in his epigenetics. See, we're learning things, right? I'm medical, but he's not. But now he knows all the big fancy words. So we got some really cool stuff to share with you. So 3 stands on 3 pillars: is exploration, curation, and absorption. These are very impactful. They're just little blocks on the screen, but you guys don't understand. There's so many different phytonutrients out there. There are so many plants, medicinal parts of a plant that we have not discovered. There's over 600,000 different phytonutrients in the world, and less than 5% have been discovered. So do you think that we possibly haven't found like the best thing for sleep? Like we've been taking melatonin and GABA and NAC all over and over again, but there's probably something better for that. right? But then we just don't take these things and we're taking these ingredients from a manufacturer. We actually manufacture our own products. So we take them to a lab, we curate them. All of our products, we have 6 that we're about to talk about. They've went over a 40 iterations. So we've gone over and over and over again, making sure it's right. And then we attach a cellular absorption. So if you're taking supplements today, whether it's vitamin, minerals, or a pharmaceutical, your body will only absorb about 5 to 10%. With our products, with our 11 different technologies, you're going to be absorbing 90% or higher. Okay, so we're maximizing efficiency. We're eliminating waste, and giving you the true health benefits of what you're paying for. All right, so the PDR, this is a really cool thing. So we've attracted so many doctors, and I think the reason why we've attracted so many doctors is because of this. This is the highest level of credibility in the marketplace. If you're in the medical profession, of course, you know what the physician desk references, but if you're not, that's totally okay. This is basically a doctor's Bible. When a doctor wants to figure out what's the most innovative product in the marketplace, nutraceutical or pharmaceutical, they're going to go to this book. So to be in this book, you cannot pay. You can't like pay somebody to get in the book. This has to be from a credibility, third-party tested and validated. You have to have the CGMP approval, the ADT stamp, which is enforced by the FDA. We have to have clinical studies. We have the research. We have the backing. Everything is science-based. And so this, when you're looking at something like this in a company, you know all the boxes are checked, right? There's no synthetics. There's no pesticides. It's as pure as it comes. Whether you're the age of 4 and up, you can take our products. This is just food. It's whole food, plant-based nutrition combined with the cellular absorption. Validation. And, just as something, showing, I guess, instead of just lip service, it's really what we're doing, right? We're putting the action behind what we speak. So we just bought a huge piece of property over in Thailand, right? This land has not been touched for 3 decades. The bioactive molecules are just not in the actual soil, it's in the air. So, Dr. Dan says, when he was young, he used to play with Legos. He's like, if you have something cooler, you can build something cooler. And that's basically what we're doing here. We're just trying to find something cooler so we can build something cooler and 3 product wise. This is the first product, Vitalite, right? And this is one of your favorites too. This is one of the core ones. This is your vitamin, your mineral, your probiotic, your pre-probiotic, your digestive enzymes, all your omegas, your phytonutrients, your greens for the day, your superfruits, you guys. This is everything you need to survive. You can be stuck on an island with water and live and probably get more nutrition than what you've got in 3 days eating food, because our soils are so depleted, free radicals, pollutants, all the things. This is a phenomenal product. So when you take it, you're going to have energy from a cellular basis. I'm basically allergic to caffeine. So this is huge for me because I have to get my energy from nutrition. Also going to help with gut health, brain health, eye health, all the things. This is going to be a product that you can take at any time of the day. What I love about this is it gives you everything your body needs, but at the same time makes you feel like you ate a full meal. So if you're on the go, right, and you're like, you can't find time to eat, just put it in your purse or in your pocket or whatever, guys. And then you just take it and you feel like your whole body just wake up, but obviously you don't feel full. Okay. And the next one here is Revive. You've had 5 knee surgeries, 4 ACL surgeries. I have arthritic knees and tendonitis in my wrist. This one right here goes very quickly in our house. We're always taking it because this is joint health, right? For muscle stiffness, inflammatory issues. If you're reaching for an ibuprofen, right? This is a really good product to use and change that. It's not going to hurt your liver and your kidneys and all the things. So this is going to help you get up and go, right? And I think that's a big part of, health is just being able to move, right? Movement is so important and also helps counteract free radical damage. And everybody knows curcumin, right? And unfortunately, when you take it, you're probably going to absorb about 5%. With black pepper, maybe 10%. This has curcumin in it. It's liposomal, so it's going to bypass your liver, your gut, your kidneys, right? And it's going to go directly to your cell, giving you 90% or higher absorption. These products are like if I took a needle and put it right in your vein. It's that powerful. And this is Eternal. This is our next one. This one tastes so yummy. It's in a sachet pack. It has 200 milligrams of resveratrol, also has glutathione, the most powerful antioxidant in the world. This neutralizes free radical damage, has polyphenols in it, has a little bit of collagen, has superfruits, has all the things that you need to really just give yourself a boot. And this goes all the way down into your mitochondria, like in the middle of your cell, that powerhouse. It's going to give it a nice kick of energy. I love this product. You can take it any time of the day. And as you're looking through these slides on the bottom, the left-hand corner, there are people that like to read labels. Like, there is nothing bad in these. There's no artificial ingredients, colors, flavors. This product tastes so good. I don't know how, like, it has none of this in it, because usually things are good or bad, but this is really good for you and I love it.
Do we have to know how to spell mitochondria?
Nope, you don't have to know how to spell. You don't have to know how to spell any of these. Just point to a tool. If you're like, okay,
You don't have to know what that means to be successful.
yeah,
I don't know what it means.
yeah, it's a powerhouse. And I told him it's the powerhouse of your cell.
Okay,
It gets you moving. Yes. Okay. Collagen, my favorite, and I think maybe it's one of yours. Yeah, he gets so excited when we take it. Like, so this is so powerful. You only take it 10 days out of the month, and then you're off for 20. Has 5 milligrams of micronized hydrolyzed collagen. Collagen, people are buying it all the time, and it's so sad. And like, if you're on here tonight, and maybe what we're going to share a little bit of the business too, but if it's not for you, I hope you're learning something, because people are just ripping us off, right? Like during 2020, everybody was buying the glutathione. Like, you can't even get glutathione into your body unless it's an IV or an IM. And people are buying it all the time. People are just wasting their money, throwing their money down the toilet drain. But here, even with collagen, just another thing, people are buying collagen all the time. If it doesn't have a delivery system attached to it, you're not absorbing it. Right? It's crazy. And so collagen is a macromolecule. You can't even get it into your cell. It's like taking a fire truck and putting it through a window. It's not going to work. So when you take these products, you're actually going to absorb it. We're going to maximize efficiency, eliminate waste, and really, honestly, just give you what you're paying for. That's what we want to do, to give you more value in your health and in your life. So you'll see with this product, you'll get hair, skin, nails, all the things. Also great for joint health as well.
5 grams.
5 milligrams of collagen. Yeah, that's huge. And you'll see all the things that you probably get in other collagen products, but you're absorbing them, right? And so that's super powerful. All right, so next is the immune system. That's huge. It's your first line of defense. So it's going to be great for gut health. It's going to be great for brain health, builds your immune system. All the things that people have been taking since 2020 for their immunity is, you're going to see here, the nanosilvers, the zincs, the vitamin C's, the vitamin D's, the elderberry, all the things, right? All of that in one product. And I actually, like, I don't take caffeine, but this gives me energy. Like, I'll take it around 2 o'clock and I just feel good. That's what I love about these products. You don't have to be on them a month, because the absorption is so high, right? You feel it very, very quickly. So that's very exciting, especially when you're buying.
I think it's a defense against kids. I mean, the kids come home with a sickness every week, and we never get it because we are responsible and we listen to each other and take our vitamins. But immune is so powerful. Like, our kids will come home sick. I'll start to feel a little bit. I'll take a second dose in the afternoon, and I never get it. I haven't been sick in so long. This product is I know at my age, when you get sick, it is horrible, right? Yes. You're like, I'll do anything to feel better. Man, immune is super. I mean, for $54 to get 30, I think that's what we don't talk about enough. Yes, we're getting IV therapy, but taking it orally, but we're also getting value. You're getting 13 ingredients. You don't have to open 13 different bottles. You can get it all in one. It's convenience to me as well.
Simple. Yeah. And that's really, I think, in a world that we're always so busy, like, a lot of times when I'm talking to people, like, yeah, I know I should, but I'm just too busy. I can't remember to do it. This line is super simple, and they're meant to take together, right? It's kind of like a skincare line. You just don't take the toner, do the toner, but you could do just the toner, right? So if you're looking at the products today and you're like, what's the one? Vitalite is obviously the one. That's the core, that's the foundation of health, and you'll build on top of that. And then whatever else you can throw in your basket is great. And the last product we're going to talk about tonight is a Purify. So we're building our body up, but we're also cleaning out the tank, and that's super important, right? A lot of times people don't detox. Detoxing is so important. Every day you're either breathing, eating, or applying toxins on your skin. Like, you guys, you might not think, oh, I really don't think I'm putting toxins. Well, drive down, if you're driving down down the road, you have your window open, you smell another car, those toxins are going in your body and they're just hoarding. They're staying there. And unless you clean them out, they don't get out. And so for you to actually have room to do the things inside your body that it needs to do, you got to flush those out. So this detox is 5 channels of elimination. It's a very light detox. You will not be in the bathroom all day. You can do that if you want and double up for 2 weeks and you have a really intense one, but you really don't need to. I think that's the old school thinking. There's so many good bacteria and things like that. Sometimes you just kind of ruin when you do that. So I would not suggest.
The third bullet point, though, I think is very important. Increases nutrient absorption in the body. I mean, a lot of people are eating and they're not getting nutrients. A, it's not in the food. B, you can't because you're so full of toxins. So you can get rid of toxins, you can get rid of heavy metals, but also you can feel energized again because you're actually getting nutrients absorbed into the body. I mean, look how pretty she is. All 6 products.
Thanks. Yep. And here's, if you guys like to read the labels, here's some more of the ingredients. Okay. And this is really cool. This is something that just was released a couple weeks ago in Anaheim, which for me, I think is so awesome that we're always trying to be more innovative. I didn't even really understand or know about epigenetics, but so our genes have epigenetics, right? Whether you turn the epigenetics is when you turn your genes on and off, right? And so we have 20,000 genes in our body. And when you have different factors, it turns genes on and off in your body, whether they're good or bad. So like, nutrition's a big one, right? Obviously our genes, when they did clinical studies, that it showed that it turns on good genes and turns off some bad ones, right? And also the environment, that has something to do with it. Relationships, actually, exercise, these are things that turn good genes on and bad genes off. So we have control over those. And I think it's just being more aware of what we can do for ourselves and advocating for ourselves. We have a doctor that gets in front of the room and says, if you're relying on your doctor to be that person for you and advocate for you, don't. Like, you have to take charge of your own body and your own life. And so there are so many things you can do to increase your health, which I think is so cool. Even like love, that God has put love in our genes, that, God is love, but when he puts it in our genes, that we need love to thrive, right? And so these things are just so cool, how our body is and how our DNA is structured. And 3 is tapping into that space. Or not anyone that I know on the planet that's doing things like this, especially in the multi-level marketing.
Am I on or off?
You're my on.
Okay, thank you.
You're on. Okay. Well, that is our 3 products. That's our lineup. This is what they look like all together. Very beautiful, very classy, very elegant. They did such a great job on the packaging. So next, we're just going to talk about a little bit about the business and where we've been since February 22nd, when we launched in 14 countries. We're the largest launch in network marketing history. We opened 14 countries seamlessly within the first 24 hours. We did $50 million in sales.
Yeah. So, foundation is very important in any business. I mean, there's billion-dollar companies that didn't do this kind of revenue in their first 2-3 years. So if you look at what 3 has laid the foundation, a global footprint in this profession is huge. 14 countries day one, to be able to pull that off simultaneously is huge. If you look at the bottom, Greater China, first company in 5 years to get a full legal China license in the network marketing profession. But also, if you look to the left, the bottom line, we're going to do 100 more countries to follow. So the foundation has been set. Team commissions, how do you get paid? Well, this is one way. You get paid 8 different ways in this compensation plan. Actually, 3 has the highest payout in the profession. 60% weekly of the revenue goes into the compensation plan. So what is a compensation plan? Really, it's you sharing word of mouth. This is where network marketing has changed tremendously. You don't have to go in, hey, Francoise, I would love for you to look at something. She looks at it, she joins. Well, back in the day, I had to go take the product to her house. No one has time for that in the 2020s, right? COVID has actually sped up home-based business, work from home, all the things. So as I introduce her really online, the company's going to manufacture, they're going to ship it to the consumer. So they're shipping it straight to Francoise. Guess what? If you look under team commission, this is one way we get paid. You're going to earn money infinitely deep. So if you can get in a company in 7 months, guess what? If you love the product and you go share it, and the team's going to help you, guess what? You are guaranteed exponential growth. Look, I had no leverage in my company. What does that mean? I was going to a traditional business. My wife was going to a traditional job. What does that mean? I have to show up every day to what? Get paid. Here in this profession, you can build residual income. It is ground floor. 7 months in, you're at the beginning. You will be one of the first to ever, probably the first to share it with your network in your town, in your state. Well, guess what? Say I'm the sponsor up there and you're L1 on the left side. I mean, you are right under sponsor, and then you share it with L1 and L1. They come on board. Guess what? I'm your sponsor on the left side. I bring someone else on the product, say Francoise, and she goes right directly under you. It's like a ladder. It can only grow infinitely straight down, 2 different legs. This is huge because it's going to grow exponentially as this company goes from small to big, but also to be able to have residual passive income from people you didn't even bring in the business. So Francoise gets a distributor ID, and guess what? She tells her mom, her sister, her brother. They go out and tell other people, and it grows. The thousands of people, guess what? That distributor ID is attached to me and every single other one. And when a product leaves the warehouse, I get part of that commission. Why? Because I started the market share for the company. You're not making money off your friends. You're actually getting paid. So the company doesn't have to go out and hire a sales staff, a marketing budget, and go out and put it on trains and airplanes and trucks. You're getting that budget in a compensation plan. Very powerful vehicle, because what? We're in 2023. People are relational. They buy from their friends, right? As my wife says all the time. Now, 4 phases of growth in network marketing. You want to be in stability? No. You want to be in formulation, right? You want to be in the first 7 months. Why? That means that exponential growth, I was saying, it's starting to climb. And as it climbs, more people are telling more people. The products are changing more lives because of the absorption. The team you're looking at are relentless at helping other people. So it's going to grow. I mean, we're in the tens of thousands of people on just this team in 7 months. So then what's going to happen is more product gets in the marketplace, the revenue keeps climbing, and as it does, you get in concentration. And then when you get enough people telling enough people, then you get momentum. Momentum is life-changing. You hear about grandma made $500,000 because they got in at the right time. Before a company went from small to big, they were able to ride the S-curve straight up. And then stability. I think it's important that people talk about stability. What is that? That is walk away, go walk on the beaches of the world income, meaning you work and share this part-time, what I started 3 to 5 hours a week. And then the company goes through momentum, and then stability pays you for the next 30, 40 years and leaves it for your kids. I don't know too many businesses where you don't have employees, you don't have overhead, and you work one time and it can pay you for the rest of your life. Super powerful. So how do you get started? I'm going to go over 3 packages on this sheet: the intro pack, the premium pack, and then the founders pack. The intro pack is $200. The one you see there is a 1-month supply of 3 of the products. So you get half of the products for $200 for a month supply. Premium pack, $600. You get 4 of the products, 2 months supply, and then 2 of them a month supply. Premium pack is huge value because you can share it with someone else in your home. And then the founders pack, this is huge value. It's about sold out. If you look at limited quantities, that means there's only 20,000 available globally in 14 countries since we pre-launched in February. We're about at that number. I was just talking to the owner of the company about 3 to 4 days ago. He said, we're almost there. Well, what does that mean for you? That means you can have a huge blessing attached to you just trying the product. And why did he call it the founder's pack? Because the founder of the company is going to take 2% of his revenue. Now, I know people are used to profit sharing. This is revenue share. What is revenue? Every week, the company does revenue in 14 countries. They're not taking the profit, they're taking the revenue, and they're taking 2% of that, and they're sticking it in what they call the founder's pool. You heard me say the compensation plan pays you 8 ways. If you buy this package, you get a 9th way, and that's 2% of the revenue weekly, globally. And then you remember on that countries slide, eventually 114 countries, they're going to take 2% of the revenue forever. So you buy this package one time, you can never lose it. Founders attached to your name, 2% of the revenue. I think this is a phenomenal investment opportunity because, I mean, how many companies out there that's done this kind of revenue let you share in their revenue? None that I know of. So you get 7 months supply of 4 of the products, 3 months supply of 2. You get $2,400 worth of product for $1,960. I want to really put this in context. There's nowhere in the world you can start a business for $1,960 and eat your investment, and your risk is you get healthier. I mean, my risk at 19 was couldn't really go bankrupt, but I had to come up with a lot more money, right? Traditional businesses are now hundreds of thousands of dollars to start. Here, you're getting $1,960 worth of product. You're taking it in your house. You're going to feel better than you have in a long time. But also, Daniel wasn't done there. He said, okay, I'm going to keep you 4 months active status. If you look at the second bullet point, what does active status mean? That means for 16 weeks, you're going to stay active to get paid in the compensation plan. So you don't even have to purchase another product until your 5th month. And then you're thinking, oh, I have to purchase that again. No, $120 roughly will keep you active to receive commissions. And that's at your 5th month. So in reality, that's a $390, $400 savings right there because you get 4 months included. And then the 2 other bullet points here is just going to get you about 50% more pay in the compensation plan without having to hit a normal rank requirement. So the Founders Pack, if this is the one you want, you tell the person that got you on, hey, I want the Founders Pack. I want to be in that 2% revenue share. Ucrew Nation training program.
Yeah, I think this is really important. So if you're on here tonight and you're like, I'm really open to health, and if I like it, I want to share, or maybe you're like, I've been praying for an opportunity. I'm really looking for something financial, and you've never done anything in network marketing, or maybe just didn't have experience in another one you tried. I think this is super important for you to know is that we do have a training platform that's free. We'll never charge for it. It's basically like a human resource department. A lot of people that are joining network marketing never has been a entrepreneur. So they come in, they really don't know what to do, how to do, and when to do. So we put something in place for you to be very successful. So you go through different trainings, whether it's a 101, 2-1, 3-1, we take you through different steps so that one day you can lead your own team, have a very successful business, but just know you don't have to do it alone. So when you buy that package, that's your business, right? And I always say, think of it like you just bought a restaurant. When you open the doors, everything there is for you. You have the waitress running around, the hostess in front, the managers, the cooks, everything. Your only job is to go out and share. You're that person outside the restaurant handing out the menu. And tonight we just handed you a menu. Does anything look good to you? Physically, financially, emotionally, spiritually?
Time.
Is there time freedom? Like, is there anything in your life that you need? Because that's what we're offering, and you just pick what you want. And that's the same way we share. We don't pressure people. It's really just about saying, hey, listen, I love you enough. This is an opportunity I want you to take a look at. If it's for you, great. If it's not, that's okay too. All right, so we have some groups here. Whoever invited you, I would just say, remember what group you are and say, hey, I'm group 1 or group 2, group 3, whatever, because this really does help them help you. So group 1 is basically right now, you're just not into health and you're not into money. I don't see that very often, but there has been some. Group 2 is basically maybe just really focus on your health, and your health is your biggest wealth. And I can promise you, if you come in for products and you just want to get healthy, you'll feel it very quickly. and you'll probably want to share. And that could just happen very organically for you. Group 3, that's where I think both sounds good. Maybe you're a little scared, maybe a little nervous, but you come in, you get a good package. I'm saying if you're group 3, you're definitely going to want at least, if you don't look at the founders, at least buy one of every product, because if you're thinking about business, it's important to actually experiment with the product yourself and have that personal belief, right? People don't care what's in them. They care how it makes you feel. And so if you just opened a restaurant and you invited your friend over and she opens the menu, she's like, tell me about the calamari. And you're like, oh, wait, I haven't tried that yet. It's going to look really weird. So be serious about your business. Try one of each of them, all 6. And then group 4. This is where, obviously you understand timing. Maybe someone knocked on your door a couple of years ago, 15 years ago, and said, hey, you want to join Bitcoin? You're like, oh no, right? Or there's been opportunities in your life that passed you by. This is one I would say take a serious look at, because that 2% rev share is something that you don't see very often. My husband and I have been in the industry 7 years. We've never been this early. This is the VIP room behind the VIP room, and they're almost gone. And so if you're looking at the founders pack, not only is it important for you to say yes to this, because this is life-changing income as the company grows, but it's also important for you to go through the training and start sharing very quickly, so that you can also build and share with the opportunity to be a founder, because there are probably people in your life that would love this, because I know it's been a blessing to us.
So let me get out of this. So, as we end tonight, what I'll ask you, are you just living your life? In 2008, 2009, when the market crashed, I was just living my life. And what I mean by that, I was running a construction company and I had no idea the recession was coming. And when you just live your life, then it can hit you really blindside. And we were living in this house and went down to $400 in the bank. It was a scary time. So I know what that feels like. And you've seen at the beginning of this PowerPoint, purpose. What does purpose mean? I believe it's living a design life. And that's where what this profession can give you. When you design your life, then you live a life of purpose. And that's what opportunity can give you. But also 3, the leadership that we have on this team is like I've never seen before in this profession, actually in construction. So that's what I want to ask you tonight. Are you going to design your life so you can feel like you have purpose? So many people are going to a job or business they don't like. 85% of the world in a statistic. I was one of them. I know how it feels. I know how when you lay down in bed at night and go, oh my gosh, I got to do it all over tomorrow. And then I also know the other side. When even though I didn't think network marketing worked, I was apprehensive enough to not want to do it. And then my beautiful wife, 2 days later, kept, urging me. And guess what? From just a phone call, just like this, something clicked inside of me. And I really believe I started to dream again. And then I wanted to go out and design my life. And now I'm home every single day. I get to take my kids to school. I get to pick them up. I'm with my wife every day. I have met the most beautiful, amazing, wonderful people in this profession. This profession done right, like we do it on this team, will give you more than I can even put in words. I know God has aligned you by a divine appointment to watch this very Zoom. If you decide to lock arms with this team, I can promise you that my wife and I and the leadership on this team is going to love you. We're going to serve you, and we're going to help you every single day. I've never seen an opportunity like 3 in my life, but also never seen a team like this. Team and system matters to go with 3, because if not, the product sits on the shelf. But with this team, we're going to help you every single time you share. So we just want to say thank you for getting on tonight, all the way from Jacksonville, Florida. We absolutely love each and every one of you, and God bless. Thank you.
Good night.